All right, looks like we got a few more people in the room. So we'll go on and get started. First, just to let everyone know, you are muted. This webinar is being recorded. When we finish today, we will upload this to the EEC's website where you can find additional information about this funding opportunity. Also, too, please feel free if you'd like to put your name and the institution that you are representing today in the chat. If not, no biggie. Just kind of like to see how many people we have today. Share who you're representing. All right. Allow me to do it. All right. So first, before we get started with the program details, I really feel it would probably be the best for us to go on and get the definition of what a microgrid is. And this is the definition as defined by the Department of Energy. So microgrid is a group of interconnected loads and distributed energy resources within a clearly defined electrical boundaries that acts as a single controllable entity with respect to the grid. So a microgrid can operate in either a grid connected or an island mode, including entirely off-grid applications. So Kentucky's Microgrid Resilience Program is designed to support 2 to 4 year public universities and nonprofit colleges in improving the resilience and reliability of and sustainability of their electric grids through microgrid deployment. The benefits include enhanced energy resilience, lower energy costs. It can provide environmental advantages as well as improve the energy security and strengthen cybersecurity and overall grid stability. The program adopts a phased approach, which allows institutions to progress from the feasibility study of the microgrid to the full implementation and optimization of the microgrid development. So Kentucky has $2 million in funding and has opened an application for eligible institutions to apply for this project funding. Okay, contracting requirements. So this grant is funded by the Department of Energy's Infrastructure Investments Job Act. We call it IIJA, and it's administered through our office, the Energy and Environment Cabinet's Office of Environment Energy Policy. This is 100% reimbursable program, so there is $2 million with no cost share and no match from the locals. Terms and conditions of this award, as applicable, are that all sub-applicants and subcontractors include an intellectual property provision as required by 2 CFR 201.01 and to require their strict compliance therewithin. We also follow the 2 CFR 200.327 through all sub-recipients and to require their strict compliance therewithin. Please do know that each approved application award, the contract, will include federal flow down requirements. These requirements shall include, but are not limited to, Davis-Bacon, which is prevailing wages, the Build America, Buy America, National Environmental Policy Act, as well as the State Historic Preservation Office. Also know that for the selected subrecipient, programmatic reporting on financial invoicing are due to our office on a monthly basis. All right, so some supporting documentation that you can expect to include when you apply for this microgrid. We will need to know, of course, the institution's name. We'll need to know your DUNS number, formerly DUNS number, which is now a UEI. We will need to know who is the role, the contact for your authorized applicant. Obviously, you'll have a project title. And then, of course, the meat of the application will be your project scope of work. The scope of work would include an overall or an overview of the university or the college's microgrid feasibility, planning, design, and implementation strategies, as well as expected benefits for the campus. You can detail the facilities that will be connected to the microgrid and include all project activities, needs that need to be addressed, past disruptions, and community benefits. Please describe how the project will improve the safety and reliability of the electric system on your campus, and what are the expected improvements to power outages. You'll also want to describe how the project's mitigation measures are cost effective And those are just a little bit of some of the things you will need to include when you are developing your scope of work. Also, we will have a budget. You will provide a budget cost breakdown of the entire project following a phased activity approach. Eligible projects should submit a cost estimate summary in addition to a budget template that we will be providing when the application period opens. So for your timeline, you want to provide a detailed estimate timeline of when you actually expect the project will be completed. And in those milestones, you will want to break those down and stick with the phased project approach. Please do know that any reports or studies, assessments, plans that you have already had or are conducted that support the microgrid development, that support environmental studies, anything of that nature that would help, please do include those as an attachment within the application. Okay. Let's see here. Now, these are this are a part of the phased approach. The phased approaches would be your feasibility studies, the implementation, and then all the way to the optimization and reporting once the microgrid has been installed. So projects selected for funding, they should ensure that the scope includes these following elements. So you've got microgrid study, the design and engineering, microgrid construction, integration of battery or renewable energy sources, and then infrastructure upgrades for the microgrid operations. Please note that these elements are supported with the phased approach and will help you with scoring as well. Here, okay, thank you. What are we doing? Okay, thank you. So for evaluation and scoring, we will conduct a fair and comprehensive and impartial evaluation of all applications, and they will be based on these criteria: qualifications and capabilities of your institution, the technical and financial feasibility, university benefits and the impacts the microgrid will have to your university, community benefits. We will include hazards and risks, as well as budgets and leveraged funding. So a total of 300 points will go for the application. The top projects will be notified of selection and, of course, next steps. And we will have formed a scoring committee and, once again, fair, comprehensive, and impartial evaluations. All right, and so for application overview, so this is really the nuts and bolts for you right now. The Office of Energy Policy seeking applications for the Academic Institution Microgrid Resilience Program. All applications must be submitted electronically by October the 31st. I know usually they say 4:30. I'm going to go in and give till 5:30 Eastern Time on October the 31st. This application will be through Submittable. It's a new program that we are using. There is a link there, and it will become live on September the 15th. And I have some more dates below. Once again, who is eligible? 2 to 4 year public universities and nonprofit colleges. We plan on awarding one institution or college the entire $2 million. And we aim to have contracting ready by April of 2026. And the grant itself will need to be completed by July of 2028. Any questions that you all have, you can submit those to energy@ky.gov. I will be taking questions here in just a moment. Please know that I will compile all questions and answers, and I will also upload that to our website so that you all have the opportunity to see other questions that might have come in that might help you or benefit you when you are developing your microgrid application. Please know that we may request additional information from you prior to selection, so please just be prepared for that. And then, of course, here is the link to our website where you can find program details. And then after today's webinar, you will be able to review this webinar as well. So again, my name is Amanda Lemaster, Energy Assurance Coordinator with the Office of Energy Policy. I will be the point of contact for this grant through its life cycle. So at this time, I have no further information on the application process. I didn't see.
There's no questions in the chat.
Okay.
There was one about where the link would be, so I sent our website.
That's
so that we
okay.
can send an email to them.
Wonderful. And for some reason on this slide, or on the previous slide, I'm not exactly sure. It's supposed to say that applications will open up on September the 15th and they close on October the 31st. So we're given more than the typical 30 days. But really that's just the nitty gritty of how you can access the application, when it is open, when the deadline is. And then, of course, we hope to have contracting ready by April. Realistically, selection notification would more than likely go out first of the year. And that really sums up the microgrid resilience application program webinar. So if no one has any questions at this time, I really do appreciate you all being a part of the webinar. Like I said, please submit any to the energy.gov, and then I'll follow up. Do they have to take themselves off mute?
I believe they should be able to unmute themselves if they have questions.
Okay. Well, I thank you all for your time.
Oh, Shane, do you have a question?
I was just going to, I was testing the unmute feature and
Oh.
wanted to say thank you all for putting this together and for being so organized on it. It's an exciting opportunity.
It's wonderful. We thank everyone that was able to be a part of this today. We really look forward to adding some redundancy and resiliency to Kentucky's universities and campuses. You all are vital to Kentucky and really a great potential resilience hub for not only your staff and your students, but as well as your community. So thank you again for attending today. I look forward to seeing a lot of applications and to awarding a very deserved university or college this grant funding for resiliency. So thank you all again, and I look forward to hearing from you. I see a hand, I'm sorry.
Andre? Yeah, go ahead, Andre.
Yeah, hey, Andrew.
Well, thank you. Very, very nice program. Thank you for inviting us and sharing it with the community. We were already working as a company and part of Schneider Electric on the microgrid side, so supporting the region, and happy to share with everyone any potential solutions. So just like to share, if you approve, that we can share my email in the chat and maybe support with the feasibility and also sharing the detailed solutions that we have.
Yeah, sure. I mean, would you be open to sharing an email to attendees if they would like to see it?
That's not a problem with me.
Thank you so much. Well, we'll be ready to support everyone and happy to connect with you guys. I'm so happy to see that this is happening in the region and also with the universities that most of them are already working with us. So this grant will be allow everybody to go after this specific type of deployments.
Appreciate it, Andre.
All right, thank you. All right, guys, you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing your all's applications.